It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? Perfectly balanced, fletched for a true flight. In the right hands, an arrow is a tool of precision. It can feed a family, win a contest, or it can be a weapon of chaos. It all depends on who's firing it and why. The story of Robin Hood is always about the thwump of the arrow hitting the target, but the real story, the one that matters, it's about the noise it makes right before it's fired. Forget the ballads. Tonight we're going to talk about the man who aimed his arrows at the law itself and what happened when he hit it. The legend paints him as a champion, a freedom fighter. But what if the man we call a hero was actually the cause of all the trouble? This was the Sheriff of Nottingham. Not a tyrant, just a man with a very, very difficult job. The sheriff's job was to keep the peace and collect the taxes that held the kingdom together. To him, the forest wasn't a magical place. It was a dark spot on his map where trade caravans kept disappearing. A kingdom is like a spider's web. Every thread is connected. It looks fragile, but together, it's incredibly strong. Now, Robin Hood saw a part he didn't like. The sheriff. He said, "I'm just gonna get rid of this one ugly part." So he did. He got rid of the spider. But in the process, he destroyed the entire web that everyone depended on. This wasn't a friendly competition. It was a desperate sting operation by a lawman to catch the region's most wanted criminal.
I know who you are, son. Lay down the bow, and I will speak to the king for a pardon. End this before it consumes us all.
The only law I answer to is my own.
Robin Hood escaped, the hero of his own story. But his victory came at a terrible price. The very people he claimed to be helping were the ones who paid for it. The real story of Robin Hood isn't about a hero beating a villain. It's a cautionary tale. It reminds us that sometimes the person who looks like the oppressor is just the only one trying to stop the whole system from falling apart. All right, enough with the heavy stuff. Quick show of hands. If you had to join a medieval gang, would you rather be a merry man living in the mud or a pirate with a ship and an eye patch? Be honest.
Your law? Your king? The only law in this forest is the one at the end